Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Inside the Dome. It has been a hot minute since I have said that. I am John Dodaro, and I'm joined with Carlin Jacob. We are officially back from our little hiatus that we had. If you are new or have forgotten, after the Super Bowl, we took our little break. It's almost like a yearly thing at this point because we do so many episodes throughout the year, and we need a little cool down moment. So we took our little hiatus. We did have an episode at the end of February to talk Olympics and some of the recent things, predicting the Elimination Chamber for WWE. I did two separate episodes, one with my good buddy Ryan, just talking about WWE. So there's been some of that, but we've kind of been on our break for the past month. We are back. We said we would be back once March Madness started, and it is about to start this week. The first round and the second round are all going to be happening this weekend, starting on Thursday, going into the weekend. It is probably one of the most exciting times to watch basketball. Definitely. We have our brackets made, I believe, and we will discuss that. We will discuss NFL free agency, specifically on what the Steelers did and some of the other big trades that have happened and releases and Uno reverse cards on trades as well. Tiny bit of NBA discussion in the NHL, not much. The World Baseball Classic is on at the time of recording this. You all listening will have known who won. We do not, but as we're recording, the game's about to start. We'll talk a tiny bit WWE at the end and a little UFC as well because that happened while we were gone. So we'll try to do as much as we can in the next hour maximum. But before that, Carlin, we are back. We are officially back on Inside the Dome. It's been a hot minute since you've been on. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I never made my bracket, by the way.
You better make it. You invited me to the group, but...
Oh, I will, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll
I got to pay you
discuss it once we get past the first round.
That's fair.
Well,
That's fair.
What you can also do is I'll send it to you, and you can post it on the socials of what our
That's
brackets
also
are.
fair. Because I have mine. I'll probably say who I have winning. I'm not going to go deep into every single thing. We'll be here forever. We'll discuss more about that. Actually, let's just get it out of the way now. Because I already have it on my phone. Who do I have winning March Madness? My pick is Arizona. I have winning March Madness. What is my reasoning? I don't have a lot because it's tough to follow college basketball. Like, I could not really even name you many players. Every year there is just new players, new teams. Like, there's so much turmoil in college basketball. You can literally go to the NBA after one season. So teams like Duke, they're always the favorites, and their team is always new every year. So it's not fun. It really isn't. The games will still be fun, but a lot of it's luck. Now, last year, if you, Carlin, want to use this logic, or anybody else listening, all of the 1 seeds made the top 4 last year. All 1 seeds. So if you want to do your bracket with all 1 seeds, that would be Duke, that would be Florida, that would be Michigan, and that would be my team, Arizona. You could do that. You could be lame and do that. But sometimes it just comes down to that. A lot of it is luck. Picking the right games is tough to do. It's really just gambling, but with no money on the line. So, except if you're in a group like we are. But it's all luck. March Madness is luck. But I'll just say this. I have 3 teams in the Big 12 conference in the Final Four. I'm going all in on the Big 12. So I have Houston. I have Iowa State in the Final Four as well. My big upset is I think you remember last year, I had St. John's going all the way and winning. That failed miserably. Second round exit. I have them beating Duke in the Elite 8. I have St. John's going to the Final Four. I did not have them win this time, but I had them going far again. They're a 5 seed. Who knows what will happen? Have to have some fun with it. So I have Arizona winning March Madness. They're a really good team. The Big 12 is one of the best conferences in March Madness, or just college basketball. West Virginia tried their best. They played some of these teams, lost miserably. But, hey, what can you do? But I have Arizona winning. It's going to be very fun starting on Thursday to watch these games. I will be watching as many as I can, aside from anything that could be happening Thursday night. more on that later. But I have Arizona winning. Carlin, don't copy me unless you want to. But Arizona's a 1 seed. So I'm going with one of the 1 seeds for this. But that's my pick. That is my pick. Don't pick Duke. Don't you dare pick Duke, Carlin. Don't you dare do it.
Duke hasn't won in years.
They haven't. But then again, they're going to win if you do it. Like, if you pick them, they're going to win at some point. But
yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know. I just like picking fun teams.
pick McNeese or whoever the team is that's playing Bama. They have a funny name. Speaking of Bama, one of their players got arrested for multiple 2 pounds of marijuana they had on him, and he plays for Alabama, and he will not be playing in the first weekend. So, if you want to look at upsets, look at the teams playing Alabama because that could be a possibility. So look at those. I hope Duke doesn't win, but then again, if you can't win with Cooper Flag, then when are you going to win? I don't know. I don't see it. I think they get upset at some point and kill 24% of people's brackets. I think 24% of people are picking Duke to win it all. So, March Madness. Can't wait for it. Can't wait. Let's scroll all the way up. NFL. We haven't really talked much free agency at all. We really haven't. So, I did the honors. On day one, I was keeping track of everything that happened. And then every other day going forward, I barely kept track of everything that happened. I did my best. A lot of signings happened. I put them at the bottom of our document. We'll start with the Steelers first because the Steelers are what we care about. I'm literally wearing the Steelers hat as we speak. They had a pretty interesting free agency. They were more active than I thought they would be. And I liked a lot of the moves they did. There's still question marks. There are still multiple question marks on the team, but I like the moves they have done so far. The first big move that they did was Michael Pittman Jr. being traded from the Colts to the Steelers. I'll always remember DeMonte Casey giving him a concussion and ending my fantasy football season. But Michael Pittman Jr. is on our team. We extended Cole Holcomb and Asante Samuel Jr. Made another big move in getting corner Jamel Dean. Signed Jaquan Brisker, who is a local to us. Gateway High School legend, literally. Jaquan Brisker is on our team. Penn State legend as well. And we got Rico Dowdle, best way to say his name, who had back-to-back 1,000 rushing yard seasons with Carolina and Dallas, so reuniting with Mike McCarthy. Still have not addressed the quarterback position. Currently, it's listed Mason Rudolph, QB1. Do you like the Steelers team so far? Obviously, you have the draft in April, but confidence high, confidence low?
Confidence is middle. I really don't know. I don't know. I gotta see how this team plays. I haven't really been on social media. It's been the best thing ever. So I didn't even know we got some people. I knew we got Michael Pittman Jr. like 3 days after we got him. Same with these other people. But I mean, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's either 9-8, 4-12, or 16-1. It could be anything, and so I feel like this is showing signs that Rodgers is returning. So
that was the next thing I was going to ask. Quarterback. In terms of options, there's not many. I mean, in terms of QBs available, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Kirk Cousins, maybe Joe Flacco. That's about it. Or you could maybe trade for a guy like Mac Jones. At this point, I don't even mind Aaron. He's familiar with Mike McCarthy. He's familiar with some of the receivers. I wouldn't mind him back because you can't go into this season with Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. You can't. There's no confidence in that. Unless Will Howard is the next Brock Purdy. That's it. And I don't know how much confidence I have in Will Howard being the next Brock Purdy. I hope he impresses. He should be beating out Mason Rudolph in a backup quarterback competition. If he can't do that, then he's not the guy. And I'd be looking at 2027. They could still draft a quarterback. If they like Ty Simpson so much, they could still draft a guy. I don't want them to. I want them to draft a receiver still because you have DK Metcalf, you have Michael Pittman Jr. Then after that, it's Roman Wilson and Ben Skoranek. It's not great. It's not a great group beyond those two. Michael Pittman Jr. also hasn't had the same success he had during his prime, so it's tough to say if he's going to deliver or not for us. But I like what they've done. Corner's no longer a need. Safety's no longer a need going into the draft. So I'm happy about that. Speaking of corner, one thing that made me really sad today is Beanie Bishop got suspended for 3 games. He plays for the Saints now. I didn't even know that. I don't even know what he got suspended for.
Yeah, why did he get suspended?
I don't know. Tom Pelissero just said he's suspended for 3 games and didn't elaborate about it. I didn't even know he was on the Saints, apparently. I don't know what he got suspended for. I'm still looking right now. Yeah, Tom Pelissero said he's suspended for 3 games and failed to elaborate on what happened. So
yeah, I'll for filing NFL substance and abuse policy.
Sounds about right.
So drugs.
Yeah, I mean, probably just took something he wasn't allowed to take. So okay, that's better than any of the other options. WVU legend bringing back Steelers. But I do like the corner room that the Steelers have right now. But Beanie Bishop, that made me sad. Rico Dowd is a great replacement for Kenneth Gainwell. You lose Gainwell, but you get Rico Dowdle. Dowdle can be better. He could honestly be better than Gainwell ever was. So I think that's honestly an upgrade. The only thing is Caleb Johnson. I don't know what his outlook is going to look like because there's no room for him in this running back rotation. Steelers making some good moves. They need a left guard. They need a wide receiver 3. They need a QB. They probably need an inside linebacker because Patrick Queen is kind of washed. I'm not going to lie. But so far, good moves for the Steelers. Other big things. Tua, lefty, going to the Falcons. That's going to be rough. Him versus Michael Penix. Battle of the lefty quarterbacks. That'll be a mid-off right there. Kyler Murray to the Vikings. I wanted the Steelers to get him. My GOAT, Geno Smith, is a New York Jet. I would have loved him in Pittsburgh. I know you would have hated it. But I would have loved Geno Smith in Pittsburgh. I don't care. What else? Big things happened. The thing that happened today, Jalen Waddle, wide receiver 1 for the Dolphins, got traded to the Broncos for a first-round pick. The Dolphins are likely going to be the worst team in football next year. They got rid of everybody. They got rid of Tua, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, guys on defense, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Ramsey, got rid of Mike McDaniel. They're eating the caps of these players. And like their wide receiver room is terrible. They have nothing. They have Malik Willis. That's it. They're going to be horrendously bad. And that's unfortunate for Dolphins fans. The big thing that happened, the Max Crosby trade. You heard about the Max Crosby trade and everything about it.
Yeah, the Uno reverse. I was hanging out with my girlfriend's family.
Cute.
I was talking to her dad, and I was like, "Hey, you know how like Crosby got traded to the Ravens?" He goes, "Yeah," and I go, "Yeah, it ain't happening." He goes, "What?" And I go, "They backed out." But then they got Trey Hendrickson.
I mean, it's not bad of a replacement, I would say. 2 guys coming off of injuries. I was shocked. I was sitting in my living room when it happened. And so essentially, he got meniscus surgery at the end of the season. He was playing through it. And then the Raiders benched him so they could tank. Then they traded him to the Ravens. Max Crosby just said he was at the Ravens facility for about 5 hours, and when he finally met the head coach and GM, things seemed off. They were concerned about his medicals. Why would you even trade for a guy if you know he's coming off of a meniscus surgery? Why would you even trade for him if you know about that? Like, it should be common knowledge that he's healing from knee surgery. So why even do the trade? You dummies. The Ravens GM is claiming that he wanted both Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson. I view it as more of they got rid of Max Crosby and settled for Trey Hendrickson because I don't know how you can afford both of them, but I guess they got the cap. So Max Crosby is back. He's confirmed he's back. I don't know if they trade him again or not. He won't be going to the Ravens, ideally, but that was a hot mess when it happened. And he's still a Raider. And the Raiders are starting to look up a little bit because they got the Ravens center Tyler Linderbaum as well. Early on, the Chiefs made a trade for Trey. The Chiefs traded Trent McDuffie to the Rams. The Chiefs also were probably the big winners with Kenneth Walker being signed to the Chiefs. That was a huge acquisition as well. A lot of other big things, but they've happened a long time ago now. The Colts got Alec Pierce back. Saints got running back Travis Etienne. 49ers got Mike Evans, so that's another big fantasy lookout there too, especially when we get to fantasy football season. But overall, Steelers need a quarterback. They need a left guard. They need a wide receiver. Omar Khan, please cook. We'll be at the draft in a month. Over a month. April 28th, I believe it is. April 28th, something like that. End of April. It's happening. We'll be at Pittsburgh.
Before.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's the 20th.
Oh, God. Let's see. NFL draft 2026. It is April 23rd to the 25th. So that is...
So we were both right and wrong.
Yeah, we were both right in the middle. Right in the middle. So, yeah, that's near the end of April. Okay, I see it. Can't wait for it. That's the week the Michael movie comes out. That's epic. I won't lie. We will be there in Pittsburgh, and we'll be hyping that up closer to the draft. So, Steelers, please don't choke this. Pittsburgh, please don't choke the draft as well. Can't wait for it. Other news. You told me this. I woke up and I saw your text for this. Thanksgiving Eve game, potentially this year. On a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday football.
Stop.
What was that? Oh, my God.
Do you not remember that?
I don't.
Middle school chorus. Snap.
Sing it again, but don't whisper it. Let's hear it.
Sunday afternoon, snap, clap, snap. Do you not remember that?
I'm trying to think of what I might have still been in band in 7th grade. I think I was still a band geek. Literally.
Anyways.
8th grade is when I joined the chorus.
Band geek. Oh my.
I only say band geek because that's the title of the SpongeBob episode. That is the greatest SpongeBob episode of all time. I'm not trying to be mean to the band kids, but yeah. Thanksgiving Eve game on Wednesday, a night that everybody loves to go out and drink. They can now watch football too on a Wednesday night. It's not a bad idea. NFL is trying to dominate the holidays, so I don't blame them.
Yeah. To wait till they take over the 4th of July.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Hopefully whatever teams are playing that Wednesday get a bye either before or after. Hopefully they get rest. So they'll figure it out. Let's move on. NBA. Real quick. My Warriors. Are they playing today? Celtics and Warriors. Or nope. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. So your Celtics have been good. My Warriors have been below average. I don't have faith. I think you're going to torch us. I think you're going to absolutely torch us. And it's on prime time, too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You should come over and we could watch it happen.
Potentially. Oh, God. We'll discuss that afterwards. Boston's favored minus 12.5. I'm putting a super dog on this game. God damn. Well, here's the thing. Steph Curry is still out with his knee injury. Porzingis just had 30 points against the Wizards, but I don't even know if he'll be healthy or not because he's like on and off. Same with Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler's out for the year. So our top 4 players are either out or in and out.
This is Porzingis' homecoming.
It is his homecoming. So maybe he'll be guaranteed to play, but Curry's not playing. They just beat the Wizards. But that's not impressive. I mean, yeah, I can't really say much about the Warriors. I mean, they're still in the play-in tournament with a 33-35 record. That's how insane the NBA is. You can be in playoff contention still with a 33-35 record. Make that make sense. They've been losing pretty much all of March aside from a win over the Rockets and a win over the Wizards. Jason Tatum is back as well. Carlin, you were at a basketball game during our hiatus.
Tatum's second game back in Cleveland. I love going to Cleveland, and I love watching Cleveland lose, man. It's beautiful. We got to take you to a Warriors game in Cleveland because it ain't too far compared to the one you went to with the Sixers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's closer in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's closer, and it's a day trip. It was fun. I sat right by the thing. I actually got 2 little sticks that you can beat together to distract the free throws. So every time that the Celtics made it, I always went started clapping with them.
You know the trend on TikTok where a guy's shooting a foul shot and he says, "Stroke that thing, cuzzo." You know that? You've seen this?
No.
You've not seen those?
I haven't been on social media.
Fair enough. But anyway, somebody did that at the WVU game I was at, and I laughed.
Really?
It was dead silent, and some dude screamed it. Keep it PG going forward. I never said that at a game. Other people online have said that. But yeah, you're Celtics. Happy you got to see a W, though.
They're doing well, and who knows?
Dame's back. Who knows? They might be if... I was looking too while you were talking. They do play the Cavaliers. The Warriors do, but it's in Golden State. So,
yeah, no, I think it was earlier this year. Hey, if you want to go to a game in Cleveland, I'll go with you.
I need a team.
I guess I'll wear a Warrior shirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for any random game.
No, you would have to go for that. Yeah,
it'd have to be Warriors, but because I don't like the Cavs at all. I don't care unless the King LeBron goes back to Cleveland on a retirement tour, then that might be worth it. Just a random game to go see LeBron one more time. That would be it. If LeBron goes back to Cleveland.
You've never seen LeBron play, right?
Nope. The only basketball or the only NBA game I've ever seen in my life was that Warriors-Sixers game last year. That was it. That was the only NBA game I've ever been to in my life. It was a great experience. I really loved it. Saw Curry play, but they also lost. So there was that. Speaking of the Wizards, I know the Warriors just beat the Wizards, but there was a pretty significant milestone that happened. I'm sure you've heard mention of it, or you saw maybe an Inside the Dome TikTok. You should check it out. Bam Adebayo, Miami Heat player, on a random day, I believe it was last week or 2 weeks ago, scored 83 points in a single game. He had 31 points after the first quarter. He scored 83 to finish the game. That puts him second all time in points scored in a single game, surpassing Kobe Bryant's 81 points. The person who has the most amount of points in a single game is Wilt Chamberlain. That is it. Because Wilt, then Bam, then Kobe. And a lot of people are pissed online that Kobe's record got broken. A lot of people are mad that 39, 38 of Bam's points were free throws. So people were mad about that. I still think a record's a record. If you get 83 points, that's impressive.
A record's a record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Records are meant to be broken.
Yeah. I don't care how he did it. I really don't. I mean, he had 31 points in the first quarter, and I think those were ethical hoops. But 83 is 83. And yes, if you have like 70 points, you're gonna try and get at least surpass Kobe. Like, you're gonna try. You'd be a fool not to. Unless you have a really lame coach, which the Heat do not. Like, I would do it. I'd be going all in to break it. If I'm at 70, why stop? Have some legacy. I mean, Bam's had a great career, but like go for broke at that point. Once you get 70 and there's still time left, go for it. And as we speak, they're playing the Hornets and Bam's not even playing. So he hasn't replicated that ever since. But yeah, shout out to Bam Adebayo. That was awesome. I was following that game along.
Yeah.
Not watching it. But once I saw he had 31, I checked at halftime. He had like 40 or 50. And I'm like, holy crap. He's on pace for like 100. So then I saw he got 83. Like, he never slowed down, too. So
it proves that Will Chamberlain had a 100-point game.
Yeah. It was non-televised, that game. It's like...
Do you think it happened?
I think it happened.
I think it happened.
Yeah. I don't think they'd lie about it. It happened. And Wilt has... Like, if you look at, like, the most points scored in a single game, you look at, like, the leaderboard, you just see Wilt's name, like, all throughout it. Like, he has multiple 70-point games. Yeah. So, like, it'll be Wilt, Bam, Kobe, throw in another Wilt, throw in a Luka, throw in another Wilt, and another one. Maybe one more. He was insane back then. So, shout out to him. NHL, the Penguins just won, I believe, the other day.
7-2, I think.
Yeah. They're good. Love it. I think we'll get playoff hockey in Pittsburgh, potentially. It's not over yet. I mean, they have 83 points, but the top wildcard team has 82, and the next one has 81 points. So they're not guaranteed for anything yet. Malkin was suspended for 4 games, but I believe he's back now, and he played good. So they can't take their foot off the pedal at all for the NHL. You cannot. But good for the Penguins. We'll be watching. MLB. We're currently watching the World Baseball Classic. I've been teasing this thing for a while. And then we hit our hiatus. And then we came back from our hiatus. And then it's already almost over. Well, it is over now for you all listening. How much of it have you seen overall?
I watched a couple games and a couple moments here and there. I only care to watch Team USA.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm more excited for when it goes to the Olympics too. It's not like it's been bad. Yeah. But it is kind of funny that the US is only here because of logistics. But I mean, hey, a win's a win.
Because they only lost to Italy, I believe. That's their only loss.
Out. And now they're playing Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela beat Italy to get to the finals. That's what it was. There was a lot of controversy with the game before the championship with the U.S. and the Dominican Republic. I wonder if you saw the final play or not. But it was the final pitch. The U.S. is up 2-1, I believe. And the pitcher throws the ball. I think it was Bednar. I don't know. Don't want to say it off the top of my chest. But he throws the ball, and it's called a strike. And that was strike 3. And that's how the USA won. And I'm literally wearing red, white, and blue right here on my shirt. And it was a ball. Like, I love
ball.
It was a ball. It was not like the most obvious ball, like if you watch it live. But when you look at like the square and it like put the ball, like here was the bottom of the line. It was like right here. like kind of. It wasn't touching the line though, so it was a ball.
Here's my thing, right? Yes, you can hate on umps, but I will say with umps, if they call it consistently, I'm fine with it. Like, obviously they're gonna put the strike zone up, right?
Yeah.
But like, let's say the strike zone's a little lower. If they call that consistently, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, if they're calling it like the way it should be intended, then obviously, different story.
Yeah. I just looked up at my screen, and the pitcher threw a ball. It was a ball. It was on the left, and he just called it a strike.
Was it a strike? Wait, was it strike 3?
No, it was strike 2.
2.
Is that a spoiler right there? I don't know.
No.
We're in the top of the third, if you're all wondering. What's interesting is the fact that spring training is also happening right now, and they've introduced the ABS system, and they've done it in the games where you can challenge, like, hey, I think you're off, and after like 10 seconds, it's either confirmed or reversed. I don't know if they're implementing it in the regular season, or if it's. I don't think it's this season they're implementing it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I feel like we would have known.
I think it's next season they're implementing it. Correct us if we're wrong, but at least for the World Baseball Classic, it's just weird because you're seeing it in spring training, but you're not seeing it here.
Correct.
They should implement it. Do it in a way where you can't spam it. But I like my. Well, here's what I've heard with what they've been doing in spring training. They want the catchers to be the ones to challenge it. They don't want the pitchers to challenge. They want the catchers to do it, not the pitchers. And then I guess the batters can do it whenever they want. But they don't want the pitchers worrying about that. So I can't wait till they introduce it in the MLB. Can't wait. But yeah, this game. Yeah, regular season. Yeah. Before we get to the regular season, I will just say it's the top of the third. It's 0-0. So we have no indication on who's winning the World Baseball Classic. We'll discuss it next week, unless there's anything else we do beforehand of who wins the game, if there's any other controversy. But we don't know who wins. Speaking of the regular season, it is starting at the beginning of April is the start of the regular season. What day is opening day?
You're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Well, so hold on. We gotta get this straight. Okay.
Okay.
There's a bunch of games. Opening night is March 25th. It's Yankees Giants. It's on Netflix.
Okay. I think I was thinking of the Pirates.
Opening day is March 26th. Pirates versus Mets on Peacock and NBC, which is their only prime game, by the way. I don't know if they're playing overseas. Hold on, let me look.
Okay, I got it here. So yeah, New York Mets 26. That is their first game for the Pirates, and then 28th. The first home game is April 3rd. That's what I was thinking of because we were talking about the Mario movie. Okay, against Baltimore, it's the Baltimore series. Interesting. So that's when you can go to Pittsburgh Pirate games.
Yeah, so the 25th is opening night.
Okay,
which I like. I like having an opening night for baseball.
I do too. And it's on Netflix.
Pirates will never be part of it, but whatever. So they're not doing a game overseas, from what my understanding.
You're doing one for the NFL. I know that. They're going to Australia.
Well, normally in the past couple of years, they've gone to Japan. Yeah. And they've had 2 games in Japan.
Yeah, because they've sent the Dodgers to Japan, obviously, because of Shohei and his popularity. So I actually, for once, am intrigued. I don't have much faith in the Pirates, but I did tell you a while back, like, I will try to commit a little bit to the Pirates, especially during the summer, because it's content. One way or another, it's content. So we'll see. We'll discuss some more next week. Other news, college football, nothing. We'll end with WWE. UFC 326 was back 10 days ago, at the time of recording this.
Boring.
Yeah, it was. We'd have to get Dan on here to talk about that more.
I mean, here's the thing. I talked to Dan. Dan's made a good point. It's the BMF title.
Yeah.
It's like pound for pound. And it was Oliveira just dominated him on the ground game the entire time. Boring.
Yeah,
it was. It's not that like grappling is like bad in UFC, but if you want to get like casuals like John and I to watch more, you need like boxing stuff.
Yeah, and apparently like the BMF is supposed to be like the punching. Yeah, like not the grappling and all that. You're the bad mother effer, literally. Like that's the BMF belt. You don't want to be grappling. I mean, it was a dominant performance, but yeah, I had it on the background. It was fine. The best UFC pay-per-view since Paramount Plus was the first one. 325, I believe it was. That was great. Or 324. 324. Yeah. That was great. Great card. But
you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. Some people are a little upset with Paramount with the commercials, but honestly, free is free. I don't care.
I mean, you can't complain. It's not like WWE.
Yeah, where there is some things to complain about with ESPN Unlimited. But what was I gonna say? There was some. It blacked out though on Paramount. There was like one point where the whole thing blacked out like during the break in between rounds.
Fun fact: it was only the American version.
Really? Okay.
I went to Spanish, and it was working.
And then it came back like in the middle of the round. So I was like, what are we doing here? And yeah, that was weird. So yeah, Paramount, if you're going to give us commercials and all that, it better be a good stream when the fighting's happening. So speaking of UFC too, the big card, what should be the biggest card, I think, of all time. That's what at least I've been hearing. Their White House event, which is on June 14th, Flag Day, at the White House.
It's also the president's birthday.
Of course.
That's the other reason. Continue.
The fight card got announced on the day of the last pay-per-view, and not everyone's happy about it. In terms of expectations, they were hyping this card up to be the best card ever. This is going to be incredible. Everyone's got to watch it. And at least for me as a casual, like there are some things that pop out. And I'm like, where's Conor McGregor at? Like, where's he? Like, I thought he was supposed to be at this. Where's John Jones at?
I don't think Conor's going to fight again.
I think he is. Like, he's posting stuff. Like, he's ready.
Let's put it this way. You know how people said Brock Lesnar ain't returning, and then Brock Lesnar returned?
Yeah, well, that's
I ain't believing Conor's returning until Conor returns.
Yeah, I mean, they're different scenarios.
Different. but it's been hyped for years that Conor's returning, and it hasn't happened.
I think it's going to happen. I wouldn't even be shocked if it happens after.
People are saying international fight.
I think it was Jordan who said, like, yeah, it'll be an international fight. But I'm like, you should be having him on your biggest show. It's like in WWE terms, like White House card is WrestleMania. You want your best matches possible.
WrestleMania on steroids.
Yeah, technically. It should be. It should be like Saudi Mania. Like that quality. But, so you should want your best matches. It's essentially the equivalent of taking like Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, taking it off of the card and just putting it on Backlash instead. Yeah. You don't do that. You put it on WrestleMania. You don't put it on Backlash. You don't do that. So if McGregor can fight, he should be fighting. And then there's the John Jones stuff too, where Dana White was saying he's done. Like he's pretty much retired. Then John Jones put out a tweet saying, no, I'm not. Like, yeah, I got some problems, but I'd fight. So John Jones and Conor McGregor are not on the White House card. So then we got Topuria versus Gaethje. I'm not even going to try to say his name again. unifying the lightweight belt, Alex Pereira, you got a picture with him, versus
Drama.
Chama versus Real Gain for the heavyweight belt. He moved up a division. And then you got 4 other fights. I mean, it'll be good. It'll be good. But
I think it's a great card. I think people are overreacting, but then again, that's my opinion. I will say, there is no undercard either.
Yeah, it's just 6 fights.
Which I think is the thing to do for this. I mean, granted, the undercards are the best fights. They are. Because it's people trying to get a job in the UFC and make the name for themselves. People always say that the best show that they have is Dana's Contender Series for UFC.
Yeah.
They say it's really good. But, I mean, then again, like, you know, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's getting overhated. I think Dana also said it's going to be streaming on CBS. I think he talked about that.
It could be because Paramount, CBS, same thing.
It has to be. The only reason why is if they can, it should be, because that would make them a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
I could maybe see it.
Have it ad free on Paramount Plus for everyone, and then if it's CBS commercial.
Yeah, I don't know if Paramount will do that, but
it'd be interesting for one night.
Yeah,
because it would get subscriptions up for one night. Yeah, absolutely.
That is true. It'll be interesting. I don't even know what the setup's going to be there.
Oh, the setup looks fire.
Well, do you have a picture of the setup?
You haven't seen what?
Send it to me. Because, I mean, I've heard like they're going to put people in a different park or something like that. Like, the White House lawn, I don't know how many bleachers you're going to get in there and all that.
It's only going to be for people who can attend.
So the rich people and politicians?
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's the rich people. I would say it's the people that got invited personally and the politicians.
So the rich people and the politicians, essentially. Yeah. Yeah, send me the stadium, because I heard one thing, like they're gonna have a seating thing for people somewhere else, and it's almost like a lottery. I don't know how it would work, but I mean, I wouldn't even want to go if I'm not seeing it directly. I feel like that's a waste.
There's another thing you can do. You can sell like a side lawn, and they're gonna be 80,000 free tickets, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that if these are the actual, like, if this is what it's gonna look like, politicians and rich people, pretty much, you're not gonna get any more than that, I would say. I see the second picture. Is that the link? Yeah, that's the Lincoln Memorial. I wouldn't want to go if you're not going to be able to see much of it. Like, if you're not even going to see the fights directly, I'd rather watch it with a group of friends at home. Literally. So, and who knows what everything will be looking like in June of 2026. So, we'll see, obviously. But that'll be interesting. They did announce that during our hiatus, so that's why we're mentioning it now. So, White House card announced. Before we get to WWE, shout out to the WVU women's basketball team. They are hosting 2 rounds of the March Madness tournament. Round 1 and round 2 for the CERN. What did you say?
If they make it to round 2, yeah.
They will. They'll easily win both games. They are a 4 seed. They won the Big 12 tournament. They won it. So they are the top team in the Big 12. They are a 4 seed, and they will host the first 2 games in West Virginia. Wonder if my old WVU ID would work to let me in, because they're saying you just have to show your ID and you get in for students. So maybe, I don't know, as long as they don't scan, who knows. But shout out to the WVU women's team, because they've been great. They've been consistently great over the past couple of years with head coach Mark Kellogg. So great to see that they're succeeding in WVU sports. So good to see. And obviously their baseball starting up as well. Final thing we'll discuss today: WWE.
Opa.
Oba. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
You know it's great when Michael Cole goes off script.
Holy bleep!
That was
awesome. Great.
That was great.
I was happy. How have you? I've not even talked much wrestling with you. I did the one episode with Ryan, obviously. I didn't even get your chamber thoughts fully. Did you approve the chamber? Everything that happened?
Last year's chamber was so much better.
Yeah.
Rhea winning makes sense. I like it. Setting up Jade Cargill to quote unquote be the future too. Both two future stars. Randy winning makes sense, and then obviously they're like Cody's gonna get a title shot on Friday. And you're like, okay, we're getting Cody Randy finally, which is good. Cody Randy finally deserved. AJ Lee winning the title, which I was low-key kind of surprised about, but then again, they're gonna run it back at Mania, and then Punk Finn, with Finn turning baby face. Yeah, I like it.
You went 2-2 in your predictions. I went 4-0.
What two did I get wrong? Oh, AJ and
Tiffy. You had Tiffy time winning. You got the other two right. And for your box prediction, you had a new title, but we didn't really count that. It was Danhausen. You are cursed.
You are cursed.
I hope he shows up at our SmackDown.
Yeah, we're going to SmackDown.
We are next week. Next Friday. We will be at next week? Next week. Next Friday. We will be at SmackDown.
Yeah.
We will be cursed. I will be wearing a black hoodie, black pants, a black ski mask, and I'm going to be one of Seth Rollins' masked men. I mean, literally, on Raw, they will run from outside into the ring. What is stopping anyone from just joining the group of masked men, hopping the ring?
Yeah, you're wrong.
What's stopping anybody from doing that and just joining the show? It's not even like there's a few of them. There's 20. So you can jump in, and then you have Brock Lesnar coming at you.
F-A-F-O F-A-F-O
It would be God, if it actually happened though, if Brock Lesnar was attacking masked men, then you just had a fan who was dressed up as a masked man low blow Brock and then run off. Or just something completely random happen. I hope we're not generating ideas for anything.
You definitely are. we do not. Please do not do that.
Don't do that.
Do not do.
Don't ruin your life. That would be assault. I would just be in the ring with Seth. I would do the suck it to Brock and run away.
Then he would F5 you.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. If I got F5'd by Brock Lesnar. Oh man. Anyway though. Whew. What did you think of the heel turn by Randy Orton on
I didn't
SmackDown?
really watch it, but I did see it. I'm not surprised. But then again, it's bad when the crowd's cheering.
I mean, it was going to happen no matter what, I feel like. Because it's Randy Orton. Everybody loves Randy Orton. You're not going to boo. I might at SmackDown. I'll follow the script. I'm not going to boo Cody.
You were so excited to boo John Cena at SummerSlam.
I was. But then he turned babyface on me. So then.
Couldn't boo him.
Yeah, I couldn't really boo him. I just had to cheer both of them. I didn't boo either Cody or Cena. I'll boo Randy. I'll cheer Cody. If I'm one of some cheering for Cody Rhodes, so be it. Cody deserves my cheers. He doesn't deserve being booed. But
I just got a Cody Rhodes shirt.
Hell yeah.
A good one that I'm going to wear on Friday.
I'm going to wear my John Cena New York shirt because I own nothing else WWE-wise. So I'll be wearing that. I'm excited. I think they needed that to escalate the feud, to bring some tension. I don't even think Randy's a full-on heel because he said he was going to do it to Drew. Like, it should have been Drew, but then Cody stepped in. Cody kind of like gave his permission, and then Randy Orton went full 2009 Randy Orton. So
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I mean, it's going to be fun. Hopefully Cody and Randy are on SmackDown when we get to see them. So I don't even remember everything else on SmackDown. Monday Night Raw just happened. Seth Rollins spoke. I don't know what Seth's doing at WrestleMania now. Because no, they're going after the tag titles. Aren't they against the Usos? Like, that's what they just alluded to.
it could be.
Is Seth gonna...
Unless they're hoping Braun Breaker's back in time, but I don't think he is.
I feel like that's the only move they have left. Like,
What?
Because they teased Brock and Seth, but then we had the amazing Obafemi entrance, and he took out Brock Lesnar. Literally one of the best moments of Raw this year. And that's great. That was the easiest layup imaginable, and they took it. So happy about that. But that's not an option anymore. Logan Paul's probably not happening. Unless Logan Paul does double duty. Maybe. But other than that, it's either Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins is on the bench.
How? Well, is Seth even cleared?
No.
Or no, he's not.
But why would you introduce him back if he's not even cleared?
True.
Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's either double duty Logan Paul or Braun Breaker returns and he's healthy. Because Bronson Reed is done. Like, he won't be back for a while. Braun Breaker, I think when he got injured, it was like he could be back right before Mania or after Mania. So I think they're preying on Braun Breaker. But
yeah.
I want to sign up to be a masked man. I really do. That'd be hilarious.
Why? Because you want to punch, you want to low blow Brock Lesnar next time?
I want to low blow Brock Lesnar, give him the suck it, and run out.
And then Oba comes out and protects you.
They're not even going to know who I am. Like, they're not going to know what to do because they're going to think I'm a part of the script. Like, the security's going to think I'm a part of the script. The fans will. Triple H is going to be confused as hell in the back. Like, who's that one? But, oh God. I got that in somebody's mind now. Anyway, what else happened on Raw? It was,
AJ Lee retained.
Yes, she retained against Bayley, and Becky Lynch attacked her. So we're running that back. Literally running that back at Mania. Finn Balor was not on TV, but they turned on him last week. Dom might have gotten a mild injury at the Triple A show. Yeah. Hopefully they can still do Finn versus Dom, or you just do Finn versus JD. You just do one or the other. But Finn was not on TV. Liv Morgan said that she was the cause of it all. So the interesting thing is that when Roxanne Perez comes back, what happens with her? Because Liv didn't mention her. So there's that. There's the El Grandes. Who is it under the mask? Who is it?
I don't know. Well, we had the El Grande versus El Grande this past Raw.
Yeah, and El Grande won. El Grande beat El Grande.
Dude, I was not seeing that coming, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they do mask versus mask at Mania. I think they do it.
Yeah, they have to.
And I think they unmask the OG. Because the new one, it's funny, because the new one is a babyface in AAA.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. Like, he's getting cheered and the OG is getting booed.
Yeah.
But then in America, the OG is the babyface and the new one's the heel. So it's kind of funny how that works. But I think they'll let the new El Grande keep the character while the old one gets unmasked as Kurt Angle. Just kidding. He's using the ankle lock. anything else before the main event happened? Penta defended his belt. Good for him. Danhausen cursed some people. That was funny. Stephanie beat Raquel. And then you had the main event segment. Are you digging the Punk Roman feud?
I don't even know what was said on this past feud, to be honest.
Fair enough. Oh, do you want to know the kicker? Roman called Punk old.
Did you see the original report?
Yeah, I saw the rumor like it was going to be the dog being mentioned. Potentially. They didn't need to mention the dog. Like, that's like petty. Like, I'm going to bury you next to your dad. I'm going to bury you next to your dog. Like, come on. Like, that's like middle school back and forth if we're doing that. I'm not going to lie. But Roman was like, you're old. And then Punk punched him right then and there. For all the things you could say to Punk, that's the thing that gets you to punch him.
You're old.
You're old. He's only 7 years older than Roman, too. Like, Roman's 40. Punk's 47. So, you're kind of old, too, part-time big dog. I'm not going to lie. Before that, though, have you been enjoying their feud? Before this week?
It's been entertaining. Will they cook Mania, though? That's the question.
Yeah. I've had some complaints because I don't like part-timers. So, if you listen to some of the older episodes. But I'm waiting for them to mention, like, Roman Reigns is the big dog and CM Punk. Well, if they're going to do the story of, like, CM Punk lashing out, like, short-tempered, mention his AEW run because he had 2 backstage altercations where he punched people. So, literally, if you're Roman Reigns, you have the biggest layup in the world by just mentioning that.
Speaking of AEW, real quick, did you see who showed up at AEW?
Ronda Rousey did.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Kind of.
She has a fight coming up.
Yeah, May. So I don't know if she's going to do both or
if she's just one off.
I feel like she's going to be there for a while. I don't know. I just don't like how active in the ring she would be. But Edge and Christian also returned in AEW. They're back as well. I did not watch the pay-per-view this past weekend. I heard it was insane. They did another Texas death match. If you wonder what that is, remember Hangman Page versus John Moxley that we watched? It was the exact same thing. It was crazy. Did you see the clips? Oh my God. There was a needle going through his mouth at one point. It was insane. But make those pay-per-views cheaper, and you might outdo WWE a little bit. So, I was going to say, other than that, next week Roman is back. He's going to be on the next 2 Raws. So, finally. In terms of looking at Mania right now, if you look at our document, I put down like the matches and the potential matches too. The only confirmed matches are Punk versus Roman, Stephanie versus Liv, Jade versus Rhea. That's kind of been a mid feud. And Cody versus Randy. That's it. There could be Finn Balor versus Dom. There could be Drew versus Jacob. I think those are 2 gimmies. I would say AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch as well is probably a gimme. Other than that, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi as well.
Versus
the Vision.
Vision.
Could happen, I would say. Yeah, Brock versus Oba is confirmed, too. It's not even rumored. That is confirmed. El Grande. Where has Gunther been? If they have him fight like Rey Mysterio, what are we doing? Unless he actually retires Rey Mysterio. That's been like the rumored match. But it's like, this guy retired John Cena and AJ Styles. And he's in catering. Good job, Trips. Good job, Trips. Maybe he's one of the masked men. Just roaming around. I don't know. Other people not in the match. LA Knight is directionless too. Like he's feuding with the Vision, but the Vision's feuding with the Usos. So he's also kind of directionless as well. But who else? Sami Zayn doesn't have a match. I think he could fight Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick. Io Sky doesn't have a match as well yet. So
though they just involved her with Liv.
Yeah, Liv and Raquel and all that. So maybe a singles match. I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Who's the current women's tag champions? Oh, Naya and
Flash. I think they're gonna do a multi-women match for that.
They should do a ladder match.
They should do Kabukis, do Charlotte and Alexa, do Bailey and Lyra. That alone is enough.
Yep.
Right there, I would do that. Javon needs a match. Javon Evans. I think they're doing Tiffy versus Julia. I think they're going in that direction. Probably MFTs versus Wide 6 again for the 50th time. That's about it, I think. But overall, good episode. 1 hour and 1 minute. We're done. We'll be back next week. So, in terms of Inside the Dome, we're probably just going to have weekly episodes because we don't need to do any more at this moment. So, our next episode for Inside the Dome will probably be next week after the first round of March Madness. So, we'll be able to react to all of those games. Carlin can reveal his bracket, though we might post that on socials beforehand. So, check out next week's episode as well. Check out the final verdict because we'll probably be busier on there because first off, a Spider-Man trailer is dropping on the day this episode drops. So that might have some discussion potentially. But Invincible Season 4 is dropping on the day this episode drops. So we'll probably be doing a review on that.
You see what they debuted with?
What?
100%.
I did see that. That excites me. The past 2 seasons have been hundreds as well. Mm-hmm. Season 1 was a 98, though I think Season 1 was my favorite. So, Invincible, though. I'm excited. Getting to watch it on a weekly basis for once after I binged it all. So, I can't wait. Same for you, too. Yeah. Can't wait for it. We'll review that weekly, so there'll probably be an episode this week. Project Hail Mary, we are seeing on Thursday. Could be our movie of the year. Should be our movie of this year so far. If it's not, then it disappointed. So Project Hail Mary is dropping on Thursday. We're going to watch it on Thursday, so review that this week as well. So stay tuned for all that. Also, check out that Dune 3 trailer. It looks awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I never watched it.
Watch it.
I'll watch
it's
it right
awesome.
Now. I'll pull it up.
It's awesome. Can't wait. I like want to rewatch the 2 Dune movies again because they are fantastic. So check all that out on the final verdict. There should be a bunch of content coming out in the upcoming weeks too, because TV's getting crazy. Follow our socials, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube, which this episode is on, our TikTok. Follow all of that. You can check that out in the link tree in the link in bio. And if you need to find the final verdict, that's also in the link tree in the link in bio as well. So check that out to find all of our socials and the final verdict. But other than that, thank you all for listening to this episode with Carlin Jacob. I am John Dodaro. Have a great day, everybody, and see you next time on Inside the Dome.